Professor Ashwini Parikh, Executive Director of this institute. His encouraging inputs and revealing what has been done and is being done is a success story. Every success demands greater success. When we have phenomenal development, exponential economic upsurge, people get aspirational. Expectations soar high. And every success therefore brings in the wake a greater challenge to outperform oneself. This institute in particular is critical to the development of the nation, Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity. It is connected primarily to rural agro base, and that is quintessence for rise of Bharat. भारत आत्मा गांव में रहती है। कृषि का योगदान अभूतपूर्व है। ग्रामीण व्यवस्था रीढ़ की हड्डी है। विकसित भारत का रास्ता गांव से निकलता है। विकसित भारत आज सपना नहीं है। विकसित भारत हमारा लक्ष्य है। In such an ecosystem, where the entire world is accolading us for our achievements, hailing Bharat as a favorite global destination of investment and opportunity. This challenge of investment and opportunity must trickle down to the villages, to the agro-economy. I'm sure his leadership will be game changer for the institute. Shri Priyank Bharti, a senior member of the administrative service, presently Secretary Technology and Environment, Government of Punjab. I had the good fortune to interact with a group of which he was a party in the faculty, National Defense Council. Convergence of brilliant minds from several countries and several streams within the country. A unique experience. Only the very best are so selected. One of his accomplishments which stands out is in infrastructure. He was in the ministry that is known now a success story when it comes to road, landscape of the country. Ms. Ekta Vishnu, Indian Revenue Service, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, is associated with power in more than one sense. Am I right? If I am not mistaken, and unless I am wrong, powerlifting, and got many medals. For me, this is a unique experience because I am interacting with people whose work normally is not much recognized. And the work is seminal, work is spinal, and work affords others how to take a big jump. Scientists. If we look into our historical past, India was known to be land of knowledge and wisdom, particularly in science. astronomy and whatnot. Every aspect of human life finds reflection in our Vedas, Upanishads, Purans. And we are a nation that takes pride in having ancient institutions like Nalanda, Takshila and the kind. Something happened around 11th or 12th century. And there was a digression. Marauders came, invaders came, and they were reckless in destroying our institutions, Nalanda being one of them. Our cultural centers, going to the extent of being so retributive, perversion of a very different kind, that over our religious centers they built their own. The nation faced it. Then came the British rule. Systematically, we got laws that were meant to subserve them. We got education that destroyed ours and created not an ecosystem of full exploitation of our talent. But then the best part is we are springing back. The century belongs to Bharat. This is being doubted by no one except some in our country. My appeal to them, as an Indian, as a Bharatiya, our commitment to our nation, belief in the principle of nation being first, subscribing to the ideology that no interest, personal, political or otherwise, is higher than national interest. Being citizens of this country is our identity. And we need to take pride for a good reason. No country in the world can claim to have that kind of civilizational depth, that richness of culture. And what does it indicate? Inclusivity. People are misreading. India in the world is nerve center, epicenter of culture. People recognize it. What is inclusivity is best defined in our life. Never ever in history of the civilization, expansion has been a methodology of our ruling clans. We suffered invasion, never undertook any invasion. In that perspective, that no nation in the world has grown so fast in last decade in terms of economic rise or impact of people-centric policies as Bharat. And therefore we are faced with a great challenge, a challenge before our scientists, a challenge before all institutions. And the challenge is we have the largest global population which is aspirational, which is brilliant, which is getting education. Institutes of eminence are proliferating. And therefore, they can be restive, they can be in restlessness. Obligation of those in governance and institutes like you is to optimally perform. There is no room for not performing optimally, because that is what can satisfy aspirations that are legitimate of this nation in terms of our youth. So when I looked at Nabi, I immediately thought of Nabi in the human body. And I take the two to be similar. In our religions, Nabi, a birth of rebirth, a center of universe, a symbol of life, connection and vitality, reminding the one taking birth, the source of it, a mark and remnant of umbilical cord that connect us in the womb of the mother. Your role, distinguished audience, is no different. You have to nurture every policy that can blossom our motherland भारत माँ और भारत माँ की आत्मा गांव में रहती है. ऐसी परिस्थिति में your performance is necessary to be, I would say, there are several institutes working for the farmer. Indian Council of Agricultural Research. The national geographical landscape is dotted by their institutes, research-oriented, in every walk of life, of agro sector, of livestock, and the kind. We have in the country 730 plus Krishi Vigyan Kendras. Time is for all these institutes to be firing on all cylinders. That is essential. Most people must learn that while our economy is rising fifth at the moment, shortly to be third globally, a developed nation would require there must be 8-fold jump in our per capita income. 8-fold. And that can be brought about only when larger population of this country participates. In this perspective, I take it as a great privilege and honor to inaugurate advanced entrepreneurship skill development program. Focus on entrepreneurship and focus on skill development, according to me, is synonymous with focus on development, focus on economic growth. Fortunately, the government has taken several initiatives and policy decisions to encourage skilling, enhance capacity building, and provide an ecosystem where anyone thinking of being an entrepreneur can fully exploit his or her talent to realize dreams and ambitions. And the results are for all to see. And the results are the number of unicorns we have, the number of startups. And a myth has been demolished. I should not be misunderstood. But unicorns are coming from IITs and IIMs. But equal number is coming from other institutes. It will be my appeal to you. This place must be North Star for the farm sector, for rural youth, how to be in agro startups. And you must be a lighthouse also if they encounter some difficulties which are natural. Our ethos of civilization tells us there is nothing like failure. If an attempt fails, it's not failure. It is a step towards success. Chandrayaan 2 is a remarkable foundation for success of Chandrayaan 3. And therefore, leveraging science and innovation to enhance nutritional quality matters to the mother, to the child. We have a grandiose idea which is being realized on the ground, Fit India. But we have to take care of it. If our mothers and children are well fed, they are well guided by food habits and made aware through governmental agencies, this will go a long way. Our scientists must reach out to the farm to ensure that farmer is empowered through grassroots level food fortification, the programs you know well. But I have a suggestion. There was time in ancient India when a village was self-sufficient. वहाँ खाती भी था, लोहार भी था, चमड़े का काम भी होता, सब होता था. Now that cooperatives are embedded in the constitution as an institution, there must be evolution of a mechanism in a village or in a cluster of villages where you have micro industries at the farm that add value to the agro produce, that add value to the livestock produce, to milk produce. This will help evolve a sustainable society, and the nutritional food value will certainly go up. Right now, if you look around, milk is in the villages. The only value addition I see is दूध की छाछ बना ली या दही बना लिया. What stops from having entrepreneurial skills getting into ice creams, paneer, sweets and the kind in a cluster? This is very important because it will generate employment. It will satisfy rural youth. We have seen, and I'm sure Shri Priyank will bear me out, some people of your service have left in between. Some IITians have left, some IIMs have left. Others are equally important, but I'm only making my point. They have taken to marketing of milk, milk products, vegetables. Why not the same spirit be imbibed in the children of the farming community? Scientists and scientific situations must handhold them. It will give a great dimension. Startups are there in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. They have to trickle to villages now. Because agriculture produce is lifeline of economy. Raw material for industry. And when this takes place close to the farmland, in the rural firmament, evolving as a cluster, economy will take a jump and people will believe in the farmland. How best to earn money out of farm should not be limited only to the agricultural produce. It must extend to marketing, value addition, and small industries. Your institute has to find a way out. All institutions in the country will have to pass the litmus test. And the litmus test is what you are doing. Is there some impact somewhere? In a positive sense, it should be like an earthquake. Impact should be felt. A research for the sake of research, a research that is for the self, a research that is to be kept on the self, the research that comes out as a personal embellishment is not the research which the nation needs. Research is not giving a paper by scratching the surface. Research is not to impress the one who is ignorant of the subject. Research is to impress those who know this subject as much as you know or more than you know, at a global benchmark. And that research can't be just abstract academics. The research has to have impact on what we are doing. And I'm sure this is an area where you have enough scope to contribute. This institute, by its very nature and the rich human resource it has, the great faculty it has, is now centered to initiate innovation. And this institute can be a source where ideas emanate for larger population of the country. I have said, Prime Minister, for the third time continually and second time in the country after 6 decades, has a vision which has been spelled out. And the vision can fructify with co-liaising of all institutions, being synergetic and in sync on the same page, fired by missionary zeal with passion to execute the idea of a developed nation. And for this, there will have to be transformation of technology in a seamless manner. Let me give you a small illustration. I am son of a farmer. Interest of the farmer is in my heart. I know the potential of farmer. I know the potential of the children in farm families. I know the kind of challenges they face right from the beginning. During my time, the challenges were more, not any longer. We never imagined Indian household will have a toilet, a gas connection, an electric connection, an internet connection, something like pipe water on the way, a road connectivity, health center close by. We never thought of that. Good education. It is happening now. And therefore, an ecosystem, by transforming our education, that brings about equality, levels all, and cuts into inequities is in place. This has to be done now by your institutes. Technology transfer to the farm is essential. A farmer is by and large clinging to his tractor. He wants to use the tractor for as long as it can last. Ignorant of two things. One, the technology of the tractor is undergoing big change. It is becoming environment friendly, fuel efficient, multifunctional, and highly subsidized. There has to be awareness campaign. There has to be awareness campaign to the farmer that you don't need anybody's help. You only have to know your inner strength to change your economy to a very high level. Form small groups, market your product at a price of your choice you can. But by and large, I see farm produce is sold when it is not farmer's market, it is buyer's market. Government provides facilities to hold on to the stock by massive warehousing and cooperative movement. I can tell you the farm policies of the government are so helping the farmer. The farmer has to know about them. You can play a great role. Because we cannot allow that our farmers get anything but the very best. No short change for the farm sector. No short change for the farmer. That has to be our motto. Institutes like yours must have live connect with Krishi Vigyan Kendras, with institutes of Indian Council of Agriculture Research. And if food technology reaches the village, two things I tell you. When there was a tractor for the first time in the village, I was one of them to see it. Unbelievable. Then came the implements, expensive, hydraulic. But now you go to any part of the country, you will find small enterprises, micro enterprises making those equipments. The moment you will get into food processing technology being given to the villages, they will find a way to have affordable versions of that. Idea is, by word of mouth, it will be explosive in a positive sense if there is success in one cluster of villages. These collective efforts, there must be some kind of a course. I urged agriculture institutions also to have it. We need to introspect also. We can feel proud that we are doing good. But like learning which never stops, your goals post must be shifting. Shifting on one parameter. To what degree is our research, our involvement, making a difference in the life of the ordinary person? Such self-audit, self-assessment, self-introspection will lead to deep reflection. It will fire us with the zeal to serve the nation, and it will be a satisfying experience. The aspirations of our people have been propelled, as I said, by people-centric policies reaching the ground. We cannot allow our youth to be restive now. They must know what opportunities they have. The son of the farmer, the daughter of the farmer must get attracted to starting their ventures, engaging in marketing of agricultural produce, adding value to that, to be part of the supply chain. After all, what is produced on the farm sustains industry. And industries are doing good. Time for the farmer to do better than the industry. And therefore, there is need to fast-track integration of scientific breakthroughs with agricultural practices. You can take a pilot project. Replication can take place through Krishi Vigyan Kendras and the kind, and the governmental institutions. This will boost productivity. It will enthuse and empower communities. There will be greater access of the farmer to the market, and he will be a valuable component of the supply chain. This country had a novel mechanism, and Priyank will bear me out. There were some districts where the district magistrate never wanted to go. The SP never wanted to go. Prime Minister Modi created them aspirational districts with a definite mission: uplift them. The number of the aspirational districts is going down. But bureaucrats who seek to go to those districts, the queue is getting longer. Because anybody wants to contribute and transform. Prime Minister has now come to the second stage, aspirational blocks. That the district is by and large not aspirational because developed, but some blocks are there. Time for us to nurture aspirational agro-entrepreneurship zones across rural India. Let me give you one illustration. If there is surplus tomato crop, we must have mobile units go to the farm and convert it into produce. Why should there be an occasion at all for a farmer to be on the street? Some innovation has to be there. I have seen in a country like Australia, you have red rolls. The machines can be there, they can be there. Farmer is so quick and no one knows better than Punjab. Harvesters, they go all over the country also. So value addition can take place then and there. This can happen with several other institutes. They can also step in. Corporates can also come forward. And nothing can be more. I must share a secret with you. When I am 3-4 minutes left, this class comes. To tell me, but I'm lucky here there's a clock. Why I'm sharing so? I'm son of a farmer. Like there was a movie, Son of a Sardar. A son of the farmer will always commit himself to truth. I couldn't leave this room without telling you why this is here. Because it had hardly any water. Time for this organization in particular. Because if you ideate here, you give birth to an idea, it can click. Prime Minister talked about millet. The entire world got into the millet zone. And now look at where millet is. Millet soup. Everything, millet laddu, millet roti, millet khichdi. It's hot favorite. By one call at the global level, he could do it. By one call, he could say the entire world accepts yoga. By one call, he has said International Solar Alliance in India, in Gurugram, have ideation of an idea. People will translate that idea into practical reality. I have no doubt your research will be cornerstone and game changer, will make a big difference. I am sure your scientific research will be grounded with a deep focus on what the people need and how you can make a difference in their lives and not for the library. I am sure every penny that goes for the scientific research will geometrically serve the interest of the farmer. This approach will align fully with the policies of the government and help us achieve global status in economy and make our journey to Viksit Bharat much faster. Thank you so much.